What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my next episode. How's everyone doing this week or day? Pretty excited, as usual, to go into another topic. This one is pretty special because um, it's something I've been working on for a very long time, probably amongst other things as well. I'm sure I might have said this before in other videos, but um, yeah, this one is pretty exciting because I am definitely stepping into um, some new levels to a lot of great things that I've been putting off in my life. And so I felt like this message really embodies that. And maybe if you're on the same journey, or if you um, are ready to experience and step into um, things that are gonna make you the best version of yourself, and you to just unlock all the qualities that you have about yourself, and you want to live out those qualities in your life, then yeah, then maybe this could help you. So let's dive right into it, and then we'll break it down after I speak through it. Okay. All right. Desperation before preparation. Before preparation meeting opportunities, sometimes the first step toward your path is the true obstacle in need of desperation to unlock the fight in you for greatness. Okay. Um, all right, let's do it. Desperation before preparation. So, if you haven't heard of this term before, but it's pretty popular when they say preparation meeting opportunity is one of the most common recipes for success, luck. And so you being, let me make sure my hand is right, because I don't have my gimbal with me. But yeah, so yeah, if you are preparing for things in life, and you are reaching for certain high goals, and a lot of times those things aren't really coming your way yet, but people always say, you know if you are preparing yourself for opportunities that are bound to come your way, then the luck or the reward comes within, not just not so much of how you put yourself out there, and how you are knocking at the door and just trying your best to accomplish whatever it is you're striving for. That it's more about when the timing comes and it falls in your lap, that's when you get your luck, you get your break, and you get your reward, your opportunity. But if you're not prepared and that opportunity happens, then obviously you don't get so lucky. So I put that in this situation because I also feel like the step before preparing yourself, with my struggle that I've been dealing with a lot, I found myself just realizing that I needed to be desperate enough to prepare myself. I felt like a lot of times I just wasn't finding enough grit to continue to stay with the preparation. Okay. And when life can be so against you as far as the odds, versus the pros that fall into your experience in life, that no matter how unlucky you are in that area when it comes to the odds against you, that after a certain amount of time, if you don't find a way to get to preparing yourself for those opportunities, then you will just be left with excuses. You'll be left with no results. And you'll get to a point where you've really not just wasted time, but you start to run out of options. You start to run out of opportunities, because when you're preparing yourself, preparation meeting opportunities, you still have to be qualified, okay? And so many types of qualities have expiration dates. And not only expiration dates, but as you are getting closer to, let's just use the word washed up, as you are getting closer to that expiration date, it's already fading, okay? And so, like playing sports, at a certain age, most people start to slow down, okay? So just because you may have in your mind, oh, when I have, 15 years in this sport, if I wanted to pursue this. Well, if you start trying to prepare yourself, 7 years after adulthood, that could be pushing it. Because, unless you're blessed with much longer longevity with your ability, you don't know that until you get there. You don't know that. So you can't really equate that. And so being very intelligent and smart about how you are going about striving for your success, striving for these opportunities, and preparing yourself. If you're finding yourself in a slum, if you're finding yourself depressed, or maybe even in situations around certain people or a job or whatever the situation is that is holding you down and hindering you, again, that is time. It's not only time robbing you, your quality, okay, is being washed up, okay? It's and also, when that other saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, yeah, like that can happen for some people, and if you wait too long, it can happen to the best, okay? And I'm here to testify to that. Like I'm very talented in a lot of things. Some of my best talents, I've experienced waiting way too long to get back on, using those talents, and it felt like, whoa, can I get this back? Wow, am I actually really experiencing this? Never thought that, like, I could be faced with this challenge. And yet there I was, being humbled. And it took a lot of hard work to get it back. And that's my next point. Even the hard work to get back, if, let's just say, if you're up here in something, in a certain talent, and you don't use it and you fall here, well, even is fine, in the sense of, if you're really good at it, if it's something that you have a great quality in, starting from ground zero, you probably can catch back up in a certain time to get it all back. But if you wait too long and it dips beyond, ground level, now you are like struggling to get back here to even begin. And again, time, okay? How long have you waited? How much time do you have to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, okay? And it just comes down to how desperate you are. How desperate are you to at all costs, just figuring it out to get through the slums, to get through the depression, to get through the bondages that you may be in, to say, I am not about to lose. I am not about to see myself just wither away and fall apart, especially when you're really great at something. That's very sad. To not be able to experience that, to not be able to share it with the world, and so many other things, to look at how sad that can be. And so let's go back over some other things. Sometimes the first step toward your path is the true. Sometimes the first step toward your path is the true obstacle, the first step. In need of desperation to unlock the fight in you. The first step, okay? So, and again, it really just goes back to desperation. That's where the first step is gonna, it's gonna happen. But you do have to have, you have to want it bad enough. You do have to want it bad enough. And so, and if that's you, then the first step is going to be just, even if you're not feeling desperation, like even if it just doesn't hit you, like it's going to have to come. I can't even do it myself. Okay. Then a video like this can grab your attention. Something else could grab your attention. Maybe you watch something that, jogged your memory on what you want to do, and just tell yourself, I have to be desperate enough. And maybe that can just unlock it. Simply just understanding and then feeding that into your mind and asking yourself, like, hey, maybe that can work. Maybe I might give that a shot. And then that could unlock your emotion for desperation. So, but you do have to want it. And so I wrote down at the bottom of this quote, dreams, mission, and goals. So that's just really what I'm speaking about, your dreams, your mission, your goals, and etc. Something that doesn't just make you the best version of yourself, but you are living out the best qualities about yourself and things that just identifies who you are and why you even have been created, to be able to live out this experience. So, live out what you truly love to do and what you're great at, and to share with the world that is going to keep that, that talent, that special thing going, for decades and hundreds of years to come. So, hopefully that was inspiring. It's something that I'm going to be working on, finding myself desperate enough to just finding myself desperate enough to just get it going, get myself motivated, and have myself committing to the first step and the next step, and to push past all the uncomfortable things, even when you're going through the experience and it may not be feeling like, all that great, but what you love, what you want, what you deserve, and what you should be doing through your life. And if it is something important to you, allow yourself to push past and just keep going and keep going. And there should be something there that still feels good. Okay? If it's not feeling great, then I guess maybe you lost something, and that may have to be something else. You have to either rediscover something new or figure out how that can just come back to you. That happened to me before in certain things that I really love to do, that I just lost it, and I couldn't find myself back inspired through it, and so I just had to take some time off. But either the case, if you are ready, and it is what you want, you just can't find, the desperation, just feed it to yourself and just take the step anyhow. And something great should come out of it. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Hit me up Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe here if you like. Share the video as well if you like. Hit me up if you want me to talk about anything. And yeah, have a safe, amazing week, day, weekend, all of that good stuff. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. King Renaissance.